Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review of yesterday's chapter of Tower of God, and that was chapter 272, which is season 2, episode 192. And I think it's either the Dollar Show 20 or 21. I think it might be Dollar Show 21. Either way, we've been in the Dollar Show for a while, and it's been very good, been a great arc, and this chapter was no different. This chapter really brought it. It had a lot of content, and it had a lot of good content. It had great artwork, great action, some great development for characters, and I'll get into it all as I break it down piece by piece and give my final thoughts and a score at the end, as usual. So we start out seeing where we left off with Pedro and Yuri's fight, with Pedro all beaten up on the ground, and he tells Yuri that it's already over, that everyone's already going to die in that in the go to hell, because the boiling liquid is set to hit the core, which I guess just means the plan is to kill everyone there, which makes me think, okay, is that Karaka's plan? Is he trying to kill Baam and White/Hoaquin at the same time to eliminate competition, which I find really odd, given that FUG should want to get as many Slayers as possible to try to take on Zahard and the 10 families and all of their power. So it's weird that one Slayer is like, I get that you want to be the biggest, baddest Slayer, but without any other Slayers, aren't you still just always going to be second banana to the 10 families and Zahard? So it almost doesn't make sense to me where Karaka's coming from here. So getting back to Go to Hell, we have the new girl, watching Baam and thinking about what he's doing, saving his opponent and stuff, and how he's trying not to lose his humanity. And we get a flashback of her being found in the train by Pedro, and them talking a bit. And Pedro pretty much says that help them either way. No matter what, remember that Lord Karaka helped the resurrection of White. But, and that didn't make sense till later on in the chapter, and then it made perfect sense. But, he said there'd be greater consequences or greater scrutiny on you if you, helped Baam rather than Hoaquin. So, Akraptor from Baam's team is the next hostage, and he gets strapped in, starts going down the tube, and we have a great speech from Hoaquin, just more explaining his side of things and his, I guess I want to say beliefs, the way he sees the world. And it sets it up very well that when this fight happens, it's more than a physical fight or a fight with Shinsu, it's also a fight of their ideals. And that was very well done, and so both of them start going down to try to Baam to rescue Akraptor and Hoaquin to intercept him. They both go down when the countdown hits 20. And then we finally get it, what we've been waiting for, Baam versus Hoaquin, a real fight, and it was amazing. Joaquin's attacks looked so cool, it's a really cool concept, and Baam's Yuhan Sung style attacks are amazing. And I love it too because SIU explained in his blog, for those of you that don't read the blog, he explained that Baam knows all of these long-range techniques from Yuhan Sung and close-range techniques from Ha Jin Sung, but he doesn't like using either of them that he learned from FUG, and that's why we see he barely ever uses either of those. He just used the close-range techniques, like maybe when he was fighting Beta and Reflejo, however you want to pronounce that. I always pronounced it Reflejo. But yeah, so he barely ever used those, and you see he mostly he mostly uses stuff that is just basic attacks or things that he learned from other people along his journey, like the discs and, what are they called? It's not the Giansula, because I think Giansula is the lightning style. But it's one of those names, the disc stuff that he learned from Yule Love and the circular Shinsu. He uses that a lot. And that makes it so interesting because he's using these powers he learned from FUG that he doesn't like using because they're powers designed to kill, and he's using them on Hoaquin. That shows his devotion, how much he is against Hoaquin, how much he's ready to fight him, and it really adds a lot into his determination in this fight. Now, sadly, the fight didn't last that long. There were really great panels, and I absolutely love the way Baam kicks off of the disc to fly downward. But it ends with Baam rescuing Acraptor and the big, powerful attack coming down from Hoaquin. So, honestly, I got kind of scared there. I really thought that Acraptor could be killed off here, which I think would have been like such a kick in the nuts to his character, because he's one of Baam's teammates, and we've gotten a decent bit of development for him. We need a lot more, but he's been Baam's teammate for a while, so that would have been a really just, man, kick in the gut way to take him down. So it's blocked, of course, by the new girl jumping in there, and we sort of get the reveal of who she is, finally. And who she is that she's the culmination, the embodiment of all the billion spirits that Hoaquin has eaten. So she's essentially White's power. She is White. And, well, I guess you could say that she was all those other people that people were guessing she was. That she was Albelda in a way. She was Rowan in a way. She was just all of them mashed together. But, yeah. So, that brings up another question. Is Albelda part of this girl? Because we haven't seen Albelda, so that must mean she's part of this girl with all of the other spirits thrown in there. But either way, the only part I didn't like, or before that, when she approaches Baam and when she tells him her little thing where she's like, you know, one day you're not going to be able to save everyone, but we decided that day isn't today. When she says that was so epic, and the panels were so beautiful. But then the only part of this that I did not like, she gives Baam she's giving Baam a random power up, pretty much, giving him White's power. I don't know, it's just too soon, I think. Too soon for another power up. And I think I'm going to do the discussion video on that this week, just on like the different power ups and like how I think it's too soon, how we haven't gotten enough development since the last power up, which was at the a month arc. So, yeah, there are some issues I had with that, but my thoughts are, is it going to be a permanent power boost? Because if she's putting the power of those billion souls in him, Baam's probably going to want to free the billion souls and just, like, let Rowan and all the other ones free again. So I don't think Baam's going to keep that power. But then again, I need to think on that some more. I'm just rambling on with what's popping into my head right now. I'll think about that some more, make a decent discussion, and that's what this week's discussion will be about. It'll be about the power-up Baam is potentially getting here, how long I think it might last, because first thoughts, I'm not thinking he's going to keep it because he's going to want to free the souls of all those people, and, you know, that's kind of Baam's character, really. So that was the end of the chapter, and I thought that the chapter overall, it looked amazing, start to finish, from the Yuri and Pedro stuff all the way to the ending. It looked so great. The visuals were amazing. The plot just, it was shining. It was very good, except for the random power-up part. That's the only thing I didn't like. I think if he was going to get a random power-up, we needed a lot more fighting. Like, he didn't seem like he was in severe trouble right now quite yet. And I think that we needed to see more of him being outclassed by Hoaquin instead of just being told about it. We should have been shown it. So yeah, I think pretty much everything in this chapter though was super hype, super well done, and because of that, I think I'm going to give it 9 Phantom Master Swords out of 10. I'll change that to 9.5 Phantom Master Swords out of 10, because it was almost a 10 out of 10. It was amazing in every way, but I think the random power-up, or the hint at the random power-up, that's kind of a not very good plot point that I gotta knock off a half point for. So, yeah, 9.5 out of 10. I thought it was super amazing, near perfect. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Like if you liked it, comment down there, tell me what you thought of the chapter, or what you thought of my thoughts. Like I said, discussion about this power-up and White's power will be, it'll be up Thursday, I think is usually the day for that. Yeah. So that'll be up then. Subscribe if you want more The Walking Dead, Tower of God, One Piece, and much, much more, because I do all of those series at least 3 to 5 times a week, plus a bunch of other stuff, new stuff I'll be trying out, whatever. Follow on Twitter for updates, and if you want updates or whatever. So thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you all next time.